Welcome to RTK Adventures, day 3 of our trip here to New York.
And today is our last day here in New York. That's okay. We decided to take in one more restaurant before we leave, and this is Andrew's Coffee Shop. And it is a local diner here that was opened in 1964. Just your fresh diner food for breakfast, so we're going to go try that out, and then afterwards go to Central Park.
Yeah, it's a family-owned restaurant here. You don't find too many of those anymore, so they've been open that long. So.
Yeah. So let's go in. I'm starting off with a latte. Gotta have that coffee. It's really good. Can't really mess up a latte, but it's delicious, just strong enough. Some fresh fruit, a fruit cup. There's pineapple, it looks like there's oranges, strawberries, cantaloupe, just a whole bunch of deliciousness.
I went with the yogurt parfait here. It almost looks like I ordered a shake or a malt here. It's got a lot of mix of blueberries, strawberries, kind of part way down. Looks like some of the other fruit Renee has in her fruit cup, so let's give it a try. A nice mix of yogurt and fruit. I don't know if the Greek yogurt is sweetened at all. I'm used to it being a little, having some sort of, sweetener to it, but it seems like it's a plain Greek yogurt without any sweetener. So that I'm not as keen to, but I do like it. I think it is a good mix. I mean, without the fruit, this would not taste very well. But overall, I think it's okay.
Look at these pancakes. I got pancakes with fresh strawberries in there, and then of course butter and syrup. They look just fantastic. Oh, just nicely done and looks nice and crispy. So let's take a bite. Really good. Adds that freshness to it, to the pancake. It's really delicious. It has just really good flavor with those strawberries in it.
All right, well, I went with the Philly steak omelet and breakfast potatoes. It looks like some really nice crispy red potatoes, and then the omelet has some nice Philly style steak, onions, mushrooms, green pepper, a lot of cheese. It's really good. I don't know how much to say, just I think it has a good balance of the vegetables. The egg is pretty thinly cooked. I really like when it's nice and crispy on the outside, which this one is, as well as cooked through. I'm not a fan of fluffy omelet, so this is kind of the style I prefer, so that really matters to me. So if you're not in the mood for a fluffy omelet, I would highly suggest the one here. And then the breakfast potatoes, nice seasoning to it, nice and crispy, and really good flavor with the scallion, the onions, and the seasoning is really good. Well, we just got done with Andrew's Coffee Shop. What did you think, Renee?
Yeah, I mean, overall it was delicious. Nothing fancy. Just an easy breakfast. Very quick service, and but overall my meal was pretty good. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked the omelet, how it was nice and thin. I like that. I did feel like the potatoes, as I got into it, may have been kind of scooped from a container opposed to freshly just off the line, because it did get a little cold, just partially through. Definitely fast, as you were saying. Before we each got a fruit cup and a parfait, and then by the time we started to bite into that, our food was here. So definitely quick service, and as we were getting up, they were already cleaning up the place to flip it. So definitely a fast turnaround, quick service. I know that Renee mentioned the other night about at our 2 restaurant week that we didn't feel the attention was, how was your meal and whatnot. But here at Andrew's, they stopped by 3 or 4 times the service staff. So
yeah, it's so kind, and it was great.
Yeah. So well, now we're going to be heading to the subway and heading to Central Park.
here at Central Park.
Yeah, it is still mighty cold. I think it's 22 degrees out
Still
here.
Very cold.
When I was looking at the weather last week, it was 58 degrees and sunny. Well, it's sunny.
That's about it. The dang nor'eastern.
I really appreciate Renee making the trek over here. I know it's cold. I know it's brisk. But just walking around Central Park is always fun, just to kind of people watch the people out and about. It brings a really cool thing to a city as large as New York City, just to have this huge plot of land just for walking around, engaging with others, walking, running, and doing whatnot. So that's just what I like about Central Park.
They even have a zoo.
They have a zoo. Not sure if we'll get there.
No, we don't have time today. Next time.
Yeah, so let's walk around a bit. Well, we've made it over here to Umpire Rock. It's one of the rock formations. I think there's 3 or 4 in the area. It's Manhattan schist that it's made out of, which the island, New York, has a ton of. But it's one of the few remaining places, to my understanding, where you can see what the island once was inhabited by. So there's a few of these around the island, and we're just up here taking in some views, taking some
Sun rays.
sun rays. It's a little bit more windy up here than it is on the ground. It's, I think we're about 30 feet at this point up in the air. So it's a nice little overlook area. If you're in Manhattan, you got the skyline behind us. In front of us, you'll see there's the ball fields, potentially where the name came from. May have been just original playground, but I'd have to look that up a little bit more. But Umpire Rock here in Central Park. Well, we didn't have a terrible amount of time here to spend in Central Park, with us being kind of on a time crunch today, but it was fun to walk around. I think probably good, because my ears will probably freeze if we stay here much longer.
So now we're gonna just get back on the subway, go back to the hotel, get packed, and then head to the airport.
Well, we are heading to LaGuardia. We're going to be taking the 7 and then the Q70 to Terminal B. Does that sound right?
Sounds great.
All right, let's get going. Here at the Q70, in order for us to use the MetroCard, we just had to insert our MetroCard into the machine, and then it spits out a ticket for the Q70 bus that we have here. So you just have to show this to the driver if you don't have it on your app or whatnot. So pretty smooth to do.
Well, that was easy and quick getting through security. You never know what to expect when you're not at a familiar airport and knowing what to expect. What was really cool as we're going up those escalators is an amazing shopping area with, you know, Legos and purses and candy, and it was just actually quite beautiful. And then as you continue to walk down that pathway, there's some more shops and restaurants before you get onto the main concourse. So very, very beautiful.
Yeah, and even the bathrooms are really nice. You know, I don't know if I've noticed the pet-friendly pet relief areas, but it was pretty visible here at LaGuardia, which is nice. I think we were talking about getting a beer and maybe grabbing a sit down since we are here a little bit early, but yeah, kind of enjoy the airport. He even beat me on the non-moving. The thing wasn't even moving. Ah, joyful. Well, we made it back to the hotel at our vehicle. But we wanted to do just a wrap up of this video since we're going to go to dinner at Hughes, but we've been to Hughes before and we've reviewed it.
Yep.
We'll drop a link into the VAT video that we reviewed.
Otherwise, what an amazing weekend in New York. And as TK said, we're back in Chicago, just as cold. It was fabulous. The food was great. The concert was great. It was a nice little weekend getaway and being able to just do something a little different.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen our surprise getaway, please feel free to start with the first video in this series where we start in Chicago, where I let Renee know where we're going, even though she kind of had some sort of inkling something was up. So,
I did.
Well, we really had an enjoyable time. We're so happy you joined us here, either this video or the entire series. We really appreciate the views. If you like this video, we welcome you to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. It's our understanding that helps with our pushing this videos to other people, so we definitely really appreciate that. Your comments, again, as we've said in other videos this weekend, are really inspirational. We hope to comment back to you for commenting, so thank you. I guess until next time, see you soon.